Not even 2 months after Donovan Mitchell put up 71 points in one of the most incredible individual performances in NBA history, Damian Lillard said, "I could do that too," dropping a career high and Trail Blazers franchise record 71 points in a recent win over the Houston Rockets. Before the last 2 months, 71-point games had only occurred 9 times in the league's entire history. But these two aren't just anomalies. So far in the 2022-23 season, there have been 4 60-point performances, 21 50-point performances, and an NBA record 148 40-point performances, and there's still a quarter of the season left to be played. What's causing NBA scoring to soar to historic highs? Sit back, relax, and take this in. As we head into the final stretch of the NBA season, the 2022-23 campaign is poised to go down as one of the highest scoring in NBA history. By points per game, it's the highest scoring season since 1969-1970. And by offensive rating, it's the most efficient season ever. And this isn't just a case of a few individual outliers. Back in the 04-05 season, the Steve Nash-led 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns led the league in offensive rating at 112.6 points per 100 possessions. That same figure, as of this writing, would rank 24th this season. Teams have become incredibly strategic about hunting the most efficient shots, and players are better than ever at knocking them down. The league-wide effective field goal percentage this season currently sits above 54%, an NBA record. On that note, with only about a quarter of the season remaining, 6 players are averaging 30 points per game, and all but 1 have a true shooting percentage over 60%. To put that into perspective, before Kevin Durant achieved the feat in 2009, there were only 4 players who had averaged 30 or more points per game on 60% true shooting or better. Those players were Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the all-time points leader for 39 years, Karl Malone, a Hall of Famer power forward, Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player to ever live, and Adrian Dantley, who lived at the free throw line. Another factor driving the surge, the 3-ball. This season, 38.7% of shot attempts have come from deep, a clear sign that modern, hyper-efficient offenses recognize the immense value of the three-pointer. Compare that figure to Jordan's last year with the Bulls. Only 15.9% of shot attempts came from three-point land that year. By the way, more than 1/5 of all shot attempts came from long two range, the least efficient shots in the game. This season, however, long twos have accounted for just 6.5% of all shots. So not only are teams being smarter than ever about shot selection and converting field goals at an incredible rate, but they're also more efficient from the free throw line than ever before. If this season's current 78.1 free throw success rate holds until the end of the year, it would be the highest ever for the league. And with today's small ball lineups, the high-scoring stars either make use of the chances they have or get fouled, drawing more free throws. Free throw attempts are at a 10-year high. Meanwhile, fast break points are also up slightly this season after the NBA instituted a new rule to discourage players and teams from taking fouls to stop potential fast breaks going against them. More fast breaks equal more easy money. And speaking of fast, the game's pretty quick these days in case you didn't notice. As of this writing, the number of possessions per 48 minutes sits at 99.2, making the 2022-23 campaign the 3rd fastest season in the last 34 years. Ultimately, teams are working both smarter and harder, and that recipe has led to one of the most outrageous scoring seasons the NBA has ever seen.